Hi-ho friends, and welcome back to the Snug Bungalow, where we are going to look through a bag of my thrift store finds. But before we do, I'm going to show you a few little slides of things that have sold recently. They should be things that you're familiar with from having to seen my previous haul videos. So we're just going to do that for a few minutes, and then we'll get on to the haul. Okay, the first 4 items in the what sold recently slides that I'm showing you sold on Mercari. This one you might remember as the vintage teardrop prism crystals, possibly antique, sold for $24. I'm actually a little surprised that they didn't bring more than that. I thought that they were worth more. This bundle sold for $43. I think the items that you would recognize are the vintage compact and the hat with the pom-pom. Here is the the bonnet that sold right away for $12. I was actually surprised that these vintage plastic containers sold for $20. I was pretty pleased that they brought that much money. And the Harley Davidson business card holder sold right away for $15. Okay, so now let's look at my haul. First thing I'm going to show you is so that you know that I do all holidays all the time. I'm looking for all holidays at all the time. I list all holidays all throughout the year. I don't save my stuff up for Christmas and then list it before Christmas time. I don't do that with any holiday at all. People buy holiday all year long, and so I like to keep my store stocked with holiday all year. This guy you might know sort of looks like a pancake right now. But this is a President Obama mask. And these latex masks sell pretty quickly for me. I haven't found a ton of them, but I think they're fun. Personally, it terrifies me to think about putting my face in there because it's just a small space. And I grew up with masks that were like just on the front, so you could like, yank them up anytime you needed to, and this like wraps around the back, and yeah, it just has like a little claustrophobia involved in it. But it looks like it's brand new, that it may never have been worn before. So we got President Obama's. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. All right, here's something interesting. Now, you've probably heard me talk about how much I hate listing clothing. It is difficult for me to look through layers of clothing to try to find a rip or a stain or a seam that's come apart. It just feels like so much fabric all the time. And then sometimes the tag has been taken out because, let's be honest, they're annoying. And when you wear clothes, you want to take the tag out. So, then you have to always provide measurements. I don't know, it just feels like a lot of work and it does not bring me joy. But I always look through the clothing bins for myself. I found this at the bins. And for my friend Anne, Magic Summer Vintage. We buy stuff for each other all year long and then we swap it when she comes to visit me. And it's like Christmas. So I'm always looking through the clothing bins, if not to find anything for myself to list. But I found this piece, and raise your hand if you can tell me why I couldn't leave it behind. Yeah, little clue up here. It's LuLaRoe. We all know about that brand, how we all feel about it. But this thing feels like it's brand new. I don't like it personally for myself. It's not my colors, but it is my Kermit, so I just couldn't leave him in the bins. I have no idea if this will bring any sort of money whatsoever, but I obviously couldn't just abandon him there, so I'm gonna be selling a piece of clothing on purpose. Here is another little vintage tidbit that I can't leave behind but doesn't sell well for me. vintage purses. If you can tell, this one is pastel. I've been watching a lot of Golden Girls lately. Recommend that show to a friend. And in season 1, they're always dressed in pastels, and I cannot get enough. But this is actually a very beautiful vintage purse. It actually has a chain, in case you want to wear it crossbody, and it's like a gold tone metal chain. It's beautiful. But these suckers do not sell for me. I don't know, I can have a purse in my store for like 4 years and it won't sell. Maybe my photography on purses is bad, or I don't know, but I collect vintage purses myself, so if I see a beautiful piece, even if I know it's going to take a really long time to sell, I can't leave it there. Sometimes they're just things that bring you joy, and they're not going to bring you a lot of money, but joy matters, people. Right here, right now, let's just admit it. Joy matters. So if you find something you can get a couple bucks for, why not? If it's joy-filled, why not? This is a box, a Catherine White design. I went back and forth on this quite a while. I looked up comps. I didn't see this particular design, but I love the colors and the detailing on this. The colors are just beautiful. Aquas, pinks, and then this is all metal. And this is just like a little storage box. And on the inside, it has a coordinating paper. And it's like a cardboard paper box. But I just thought, you know, it's kind of like a boudoir box. So I kind of thought somebody will want this. It's in great condition. It's beautiful colors. Again, joy, right? It's bringing me joy. I'm going to list it. Okay. Give me a second here. I've got a couple of different things that all go together. One of the things that I like to sell are vintage metal picture frames. And they sell very quickly. I usually sell them in lots. This one is a double. And you know, if you grew up with them, they don't feel like anything special, but it's getting harder and harder to find them. And so I collect them and then I sell them in lots. They sell pretty quickly. And also, obviously, and of course, I collect some for myself. I have a lot of art that is unframed, that whenever I find a good frame, I kind of try to match them up. And these two I'm keeping for myself because they are extra spectacular and small. So these guys, look at the detailing on that. So pretty. And then this one looks plain from back there, but look at the detail on that. Tiny little flowers, and even this has a little flower on the top. It is beautiful, and I have like some very small art that I'm hoping will fit into these. I'm really excited about those, and I'm excited to have another batch of frames to sell. Sometimes they're brass, but most of the time they're just like regular metal. Okay, now here's something I bought because I've heard there's a big stink surrounding it, and I kind of wanted to do the research and just see what was going on. This is from McDonald's. They did a specific line of adult Happy Meals. Spoiler alert, adults can buy any Happy Meals they want and get any of the toys that they want. And this was made by something Cactus Plant Flea Market. Was the artist that they had make the toys. To me, this guy is boht ugly. There's no way I want to keep this for myself. This is a nightmare, a freaking nightmare, people. But I've heard that, you know, they were really hard to get a hold of and they were going for hundreds of dollars. I'm assuming that they're not still going for hundreds of dollars. I tried to run some quick comps and they were just like all over the place. So I don't know how much he'll bring, if anything, but I bought it so that I could spend some time researching and see what was going on with this horror. Just get some information. I really like to research, so sometimes I'll throw something in that I don't know enough about. Okay. I have some fun plush here. We like to look at plush. This, do you recognize her? This is a Mary Poppins plush. This is Jolly Holiday, I think that song, where she's singing to Bert, and then there's a penguin, and I love that movie. And this is my favorite outfit of hers. I used to like pause it and just like gaze upon the beauty of this red and white outfit. She's got some little buttons up here. Her hair is all in her bun and like a twisty bun up here. She's really well done. She is a Disney piece. She still has the like hang tag thing up here. So I'm assuming that she is new or like new, but I thought she was really cool. I had never seen a Mary Poppins plush doll before. Alrighty. Here's a lady you might be familiar with. This is Graham's Bear from the original line of Care Bears from the 1980s. Usually it's like 1986. This is 1983. She is a bit larger than the large style Care Bears because she's the most adult of all the Care Bears. She is Graham's Bear. She did originally come with a shawl. I have shown one of her in a previous video, and she sold, so I am glad to have another. Care Bears sort of go through phases. They will sell really well for a period of time and then not at all for a period of time. And then they always come back around. So I just like continue buying them, continue putting them in my shop. And then once their time comes again, I'm stocked up. I'm not real worried about like fads of selling, you know, what the special keywords are and everything. I just think that, you know, I don't want to put too much time and effort into something that's always going to be rotating. I'd rather put time and effort into things that I know will sell over time. Here is another guy you might recognize. This is Garfield. I think this spoon is actually original to him. It's just like a regular plastic spoon. He needs a little cleaning up, but his fur is like really, really soft still. It's very, very cute. Let's see if we have a 1981 by Decor. And, I haven't found, like a true vintage Garfield in quite a while, so I was pretty excited to find him. He's got, like a plastic piece here, and then he's plush everywhere else. Adorable. We feel very similarly about food, Garfield and I, and naps, you know, generally. Okay, I have saved the best thing for last. This one's gonna blow your mind, guys. And I'm gonna show you because I'm hoping to get a positive reaction. I was freaking out when I found it, and it's something that I'm gonna keep for myself. And I'm texting all my friends and family, showing them this amazing thing, and they're like, "Are you gonna get that?" I'm like, "Hello, obviously I'm going to get it. It's amazing." So I think I scared most of my friends and family. But I'm hoping that someone out there will understand how amazing this is. Oh yeah, that's right. It's a Yorkie latch hook rug. Look at how big it is. Look at his face. So cute. And if you know, I have a Yorkie mix. Very grumpy. Name is Sprocket. He's getting up there in age. But I'm hoping to put this like in front of his little cage that he like sort of uses as his bedroom. And I was just like, I can't believe it. Amazing. You know, the bins doth provide, my friends. If I can tell you anything, it's that everything ends up at the bins. If there's something that you've longed for, if there's something that you want and you hit the bins often enough, you're going to find it. You're just going to find it. Everything ends up at the bins. An amazing assortment of stuff. It's so much fun hunting there because you just never know what you're going to find. And that's part of, you know, what a lot of people like about thrifting is that anything can turn up, even a Yorkie latch hook rug. All right, guys, I think that does it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hit the like and subscribe button if you would. It costs you nothing, but it really does help small businesses and people who are just starting their channel or people who have had a channel for quite a while. I am also going to provide some links down below that will be for items like the items that you saw here. And then once these items get put up, which is usually about 2 weeks, then I will put the actual links to these items in case you see anything that you love. I think that's it. I'm going to go out and enjoy this weather because it is going to be near 70 today and I can see the sun, and I'm going to go sit on the porch for a minute, take a little break. February and sunny and warm for me is like a beautiful dream come true. I'm from the cold north and we moved to Virginia a few years ago, and this is the reason that we moved. I'm not shoveling 4 feet of snow. I'm not slipping on the ice in February. I'm sitting on my porch. So I'm going to do that, and I hope today brings you something pleasurable and beautiful as well. Until next time, go out and find treasure.